Hello, welcome to a new topic. So today we're going to look at Pythagoras theorem, and today we're just going to focus on finding a missing hypotenuse. So Pythagoras theorem is a proof that allows us to find missing sides in right-angled triangles. So if we have a triangle and we add a right angle, which is 90 degrees, we've got a right-angled triangle. Now the longest side, which is always opposite the right angle, is called the hypotenuse, okay? And we always call this side C. And the other two sides, we're not going to name at the moment, we'll just call them small side A and small side B. The A and the B don't matter so much, but the C, the longest side, must always be the hypotenuse. So, Pythagoras' theorem states that side A squared plus side B squared will equal the hypotenuse squared. So let's have a look at how it works. So I've got a right angle triangle here, and let's just pretend I got a ruler out and I ruled everything perfectly, so I know 100% for a fact it is 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, and the longest side is 5 centimeters. If I decided to look at the 3 centimeter side and draw a square, so if I took this 3 centimeter side here and I made it go down 3 centimeters as well, it'd make this lovely square here. So this is a perfect square. Now the area of this square would be 3 times 3. So it would be 9 centimeters squared. If I did the same thing for the 4 centimeters and made a square and went 4 centimeters across this way, well, 4 times 4, the area of that square is 16 centimeters squared. And you guessed it, if I do the same thing here with the hypotenuse and I draw a square, I'm going to get a nice yellow square, which is 25 centimeters squared. Now, if we take the two smaller areas here, if we take the 9 and we take the 16 and we add them together, we'll get 25 centimeters squared. Now, what's interesting is 9 plus 16 is 25, which is exactly the same as the hypotenuse squared. So, 25 centimeters squared is the same as 25 centimeters squared. So what we're really saying is, in a right-angled triangle, side A squared, so if you take side A and you made it a square, plus side B, which was 4 squared, gave us the exact same answer as this hypotenuse of 5 squared. So that is Pythagoras' theorem in a nutshell. Side A squared plus side B squared equals hypotenuse squared. Now just to simplify it all, we stick with this little formula here. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So A and B are your shorter sides and C is the hypotenuse. So just to be super clear, Pythagoras' theorem is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. This is the formula we'll have to use for the next few videos. And please remember that we will always label the hypotenuse as the letter C. A and B, not as important, but C must be the hypotenuse, otherwise you'll get the wrong answer. For example, we've been asked to find the missing hypotenuse for the following triangle. Now we can see straight away that this is a right angle triangle and we know 2 of the sides. We know that one side is 6 and one side is 8 centimeters. So, because it's right angle triangle, we know that Pythagoras' theorem will work. So all I need to do is replace A and B with the 2 sides that I know. So, 6 squared plus 8 squared should be equal to C squared. Now I can start to work that out in my head. Well, 6 times 6 is 36 and 8 times 8 is 64. So if I add those 2 numbers that I know together, they add to 100. C squared equals 100. So if I want to find out what C is, I just need to get rid of that little square bit. To get rid of that square, I'm going to have to square root both sides. So the missing hypotenuse is going to be the square root of 100. So the answer is going to be 10 centimeters. So all we had to do is replace A and B with the 2 sides that we know, solve as much as we can, and then right at the end you'll have to square root. Alrighty, let's look at another example. So we've got a right angle triangle has the side lengths of 5 centimeters and 7 centimeters, and we have to find the missing hypotenuse. Now in this case, there wasn't really a diagram that was complete, so let's fill in what we know. We know the longest side has to be C. That's the hypotenuse, always. Now, this side looks shorter, so I'll write 5 centimeters there, and then I'll write 7 centimeters here. Now, it doesn't matter if you got the 5 and the 7 mixed up, it won't change your answer, but the C has to be in the right spot. So we look at the formula, A squared plus B squared equals C squared, and we just replace A and B with 5 and 7. We can start working that out. 5 squared is 25, 7 squared is 49. If we add that together, we'll get 74 equals c squared. I just want c, not c squared, so to get rid of that square, I'm going to square root it. So the square root of 74 is our answer, which is 8.60 centimeters. Alrighty everyone, hopefully that makes sense. That was just a brief introduction into Pythagoras theorem. Just remember a squared plus b squared equals c squared. You'll need that formula going forward. Any questions, let me know down below. Thanks for watching.